Good morning, collective. So, I have a little message here for you today. The card that I pulled for today is Create in Me a Pure Heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Psalms 51, verse 10. Psalms 51, verse 10. Some of you guys could be praying to the divine at this time to heal your heart, renew it, renew the spirit within you, creating a new you, keeping your heart pure with love and light for yourself and others. So I'm noticing that when I'm pulling, I'm also getting messages from the pastor that I follow on YouTube. And when suggestions come up on my YouTube page, I don't dismiss it. I listen to the message because there's always a message in there. So some of you guys could be praying. Some of you guys could have been praying for a miracle to help heal your family, to help heal your relationship, to help build your ministry, your YouTube pages, whatever it is that you guys are creating, and you guys are not seeing the miracles happen. So what I'm getting is, I've told you guys this from the beginning of my journey. In order for us to manifest miracles, for God to, bring blessings into our life, we have to heal our heart. And if our heart is closed off, we won't be open to receive. We're blocking our blessings. We're blocking the miracles from happening in our lives. Because God wants to bless us. He wants to use us. But he can't use somebody who has an unhealed heart. As light workers, as mystic healers, as healers, Reiki healers, whatever type of healing work you do, whether it's on YouTube, tarot reading, oracle reading, energy clearing, anything that you're whatever you're stepping into, right? How can God use you as a vessel if you have yet to heal your heart? You're not going to see the blessings. Things are going to be slow to grow. Things may be at a standstill for you. Okay? So what I got was, imagine someone praying for a miracle, dedicating 5 hours a day to prayer, and they have been praying for 1 to 2 years, and they don't see any changes. They're asking God to use them, build their ministry, build their relationship, build their connection to the divine, the Holy Spirit, right? If your heart is full of envy, hatred, jealousy, unforgiving, critical, judgmental of others, it's impossible to see the miracles because your heart is unfair. It's not balanced. It's not healed. How can God use you if you carry hate, jealousy, envy, and can't forgive others? In order for us to be used by God, we must first heal ourselves. This is the first step on this journey, is learning to heal ourselves. Once we have mastered healing ourselves, and don't tell me I've healed, it's going to show. I know this message hit me today because I've been on YouTube for how long, and my subscribers, it's very slow to grow, which I'm okay with because I'm not in a rush to get to no finish line. This is not a finish line. This is me healing myself. If however long it's going to take me to heal and grow my subscribers and connect more with other people, is however long Spirit knows me, right? So it's not a competition. It's about us healing ourselves. For me, the message made sense for me because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff that's been going on in my family. You guys know my son is diagnosed schizophrenic, bipolar. I don't believe that. I believe that he has something attached to him. He harnesses his energy for dark, okay, whether he realizes it or not. And there's so much stuff that's happened in my family little things that people like sweeping under the rug, okay, that has kept me from growing spiritually on my journey. And I have to be honest with myself, okay? things that have, people didn't want to talk about. Okay. And I have to be honest with myself. I have not fully healed from a lot of the damage that was done in my past. Now, have I healed? Yes, I have. But somewhere down the line, there's been a blockage. And I could see that in the areas of my YouTube channel not growing, in the areas of my finances not growing, in the area of, me just feeling empty sometimes without feeling spirit around me, right? Feeling that void. And that's just me being honest. You guys have to be honest with yourselves. You don't got to be honest with me. God knows. You know what's blocking. You know when things are growing and you're being fruitful in your life and things are not, you're praying and things are not coming into fruition for you. That's between you and God. You have to sit down and really be honest with yourself. What is blocking me from growing and ascending? What is it? So this message came out today. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Psalms 51 verse 10. And then I get a message on my YouTube from the pastor that I follow. A message that he did like 4 years ago pops up on my YouTube page. So I'm watching it. And the message is in there for me. And this message I'm bringing to you guys because I know a lot of you guys relate. In order for us to be used by the divine, we must first heal ourselves. That is rule number 1. We have to heal. We can't pray for others' salvation when we have not been saved yet. When our salvation is still is at its works, right? We can't, and this is where people need to start realizing it's not about what you're doing. Pay attention to the things that are happening around you. You have to be observant. Especially if you've been praying for something for 1 to 2 years, you're giving 5 hours out of the day and dedication, and you're not seeing something happen. It's because there's something not healed within you, something within your heart. It's not balanced. It's not, your heart is being weighed. Your heart is being weighed. I hope this is making sense to you guys. We have to do the work on ourselves first. We can't lead people when we still yet know where we're being led to. There's 10:10 on the clock. Changes. Yeah. There will not be no victory and success. How can we lead? We can't lead people if we don't even know where we're being led. There are things that we need to heal. And sometimes this is going to happen on your journey. There's going to be a blockage. The more you elevate, the more you grow, the more healing needs to be done. It's done in increments. Okay? It's not all done in one night. Yeah, to get the renewal, something has to end. And for a long time, I was like, I feel like I was blocking my son. Like, him going through what he's going through and me not wanting to deal with it. Me acting like it doesn't exist, like it's not happening, out of sight, out of mind. And I'm like, because I feel like I'm torturing myself every time I see him in the streets, homeless. I feel like it's a torture. So I avoid him at all costs. And yesterday when I seen him, I discovered something new. I can never make this up. I discovered something new. He asked me to get him something to eat. I did. And we started talking, and I hear him talking to whatever he's talking to. He's like, she's not on the same time code. I'm answering a message on my phone, and he's like talking to somebody. He's like, I don't know what that is. I think it's a device. It looks like a flip phone. There's nobody next to us. This is him having a conversation. Now, I being spiritual, I know that there are certain people who are able to see outside of certain dimensions, other gates. And I know that he has the ability to do that. But I feel like whatever has attached itself to him is not good. It's not good. And I realized instead of me running from him and avoiding him, I sat there because I was going to drive off because he got me mad. He said something. I got out the car and I went to walk towards him. He started walking. He was like, get back in your car. Just stay away from me. Don't come near me. And me as a person, I'm like, how dare you tell me to get back in my car and turn away after I've just bought you food? You know, that was the flesh thinking. The flesh. That was the ego coming out of me. So I went to drive off. And then I realized, wait a minute. This is what Satan wants me to do. Satan wants me to walk away and disown my child. This is what Satan wants me to do. To break up my family. And here I am praying to bring my family closer to me. And here I am about to drive away from him. So I reversed the car and I got out the car and I said, what can I do to help you? I'm not here to stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. You want to live in the streets, that's okay. That's not what I'm here to stop, from you to do. I talked to him about the program. In his head, he thinks I'm trying to get him in a psychiatric ward, lock him up and throw away the key. This is what he's thinking. And I'm like, the program I'm trying to get you into is giving you a bed to sleep at, food to eat. But this is Satan fucking with his head. Okay? So I'm talking to him about the program and all he's hearing is I'm going to lock him up and throw away the key. And I'm trying to tell him, you could walk out of that program at any time. You are not forced to stay there. They will not hold you there. It's just to get you in a place where you could sleep and eat. And if you start feeling comfortable, maybe wanting to get some therapy and group sessions, okay, being around people that will be able to help you get yourself back on your feet. But all he heard is lock him up and throw away the key. So I sat here and I came home and I started praying. I started praying and I started praying and I started praying. And I lit a candle for my son and I sat here and I was like, God, I don't know what it is that I need to do. What is blocking me from having this connection with my son? What is blocking me from helping him? Why can't I help him? Why can't I help him? And I woke up this morning and the first thing I heard was, go find him and let him take a shower and let him get some change of clothes. You could start by doing that. Allowing him to have a clean shower, get fresh, feel clean, and getting him some clean clothes. This is what I was missing. This is what I was missing. I wanted victory and success. I wanted to not be sleeping at nighttime stressed out about my son. But how can I expect victory and success when I'm blocking him from seeing that there are people who still care about him, that want him, that he is loved, he's not alone. I was unforgiving to him in my heart, and I didn't realize this. I was carrying anger with him in my heart. I did not realize this. I was judging him without realizing this because of my expectations of him, because of my thought process. I just needed to be a mom, the Empress. This is all he needs right now, is somebody to show caring compassion. I'm going to cry. I've been crying all morning because I didn't realize I was doing this to him, collective. I was just thinking about myself and the stress that he brings me when he comes around. I didn't realize. I just needed to show him that I care, that I'm here. That he's not alone, he's not forgotten, he's not abandoned. I forgot the one thing, the one free, most important thing of mine and his, of me helping him heal and me praying for him, was the love and the compassion, a pure heart for him. As a mother, this message hit me so hard today because I'm praying for him and I have yet to forgive him. How can I pray for him if my heart is not fair and balanced? It's not healed. I have yet to release the hurt that he has caused me, that he has caused my family. I was carrying a cord. I can never make this up. I can never make this up. It's time for change. Redirect your energy. Heal this heart. Guys, if you guys are going through this, I'm sending you guys prayer and healing energy. I carried it. I carried it for so long. And my son is not perfect. He has done some shit. And God knows what he has done. And that's between him and God. In order for God to use us, we have to heal ourselves. Now, I had faith. There's 3 steps: faith, persistence, and balance, and fairness. Your heart. Okay, I believe that God could heal this. I was persistent in prayer, but the one thing that I was missing was my heart. My heart was being judged on a scale. Is it balanced? Is it light as a feather for him? It was not light as a feather for him. It was not light as a feather for him. And I'm praying for him, but I'm carrying this anger towards him, this betrayal from him. I learned something today. And it's so beautiful when we have these epiphanies, these revelations, and God speaks to us. I've been waking up every day in the morning, just sitting there with my coffee, just looking outside, hearing the birds coming out, and just connecting with the divine. I put on my pastor, I put on worship music, and I just connect. And God was showing me, you're pretending that everything is fine, but deep down inside, your heart is broken from your son, the one you're praying for. Yeah, the one you're praying for. Yeah, I had to go within and figure this out, and God showed me what I was missing here. In order for my prayers to work, I have to be able to heal. I have to heal this. I have to go deep, dive deep, get into hermit mode, figure out what it was that was really, where was the source of this coming from? Why wasn't my prayers being answered? It's not that God left me. God will never leave me. It's that he needed me to see, hey, you still have some attachment, some kind of cord here to this, whatever this is. And I finally discovered it. I finally figured it out, where this was coming from. Where was the block? What was it that I could not see? And I was not tapping into my emotions with him. I was not connecting. This is why there was no victory in my prayer for my son. This is why. But God showed me. And I hope that this message reaches somebody that needs this message. I pray for you guys. I was like, God, what's going on here? Why? I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting that, but when it comes to my son, I cannot seem to connect or get, it's not working. It's not working. We were both feeling left out. He's a Capricorn and I'm a Leo. We're very stubborn. You don't need me, I don't need you type of people. Right? I needed to remember that before anything, I'm his mom. And sometimes that's all he needs, is for somebody to show him that that they care and they love him still. This is what was hidden. I realized he's so used to people walking away from him and leaving him. What do I do different to show him something different here? And I was about to drive off. And God told me, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Reverse that car right now. It's time for healing of this family. Final messages. Yeah. Past life. This could have been something that followed me and him in a past life. But God is watching over him. He has a guardian. I have a guardian. That's watching over this. And I trust that God is gonna do what God needs to do. Emotionally sensitive at this time. Man, let me tell you, I have not felt so much peace in my life, in all my journeys since I've been walking this journey, than the way I've been feeling it when I feel worship music on, the way I feel it when I hear the pastor communicating, showing, doing his whatever he does, his communication with us. I love my connection to the divine. It's drawing me closer. I could feel it. I feel the divine's presence inside my home. Once again. This is what I have for you guys. I love you guys so much. Love and light.